Y'all see a little bit of it, right? Y'all see it. That is the main thing that I do. I focus on it as my career because this isn't just a regular job, honey. I'm gonna turn this bad boy all the way up. Oh yeah. I'm around like $5,000, you know, into this career. The videos that I'm doing now, I'm trying to make them more, you know, related to home because one, I already work in the real estate industry, but two, I want to do, again, I wanted something that could kind of blend with my career. So if I turn it, you know, that's off and turn it back on. Hello, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I'm Yasharika, and in today's video we are going to talk about how I stay motivated while building my real estate empire from home. So there's two directions that I want to go to or go through in this video. We are going to talk about, you know, basically looking at it as my career because that's what it is, you know. So we're going to talk about how I focus on it as my career. That's one way I stay motivated, and then how I just started to implement it into my personal brand. So I want to talk about that as well. But before we get started on those, every video I try to do some type of cozy vibe, cozy theme or whatnot in my videos because I do all my videos from home. So I try to implement something that keeps me, you know, relaxed or cozy or, you know, just good vibes in general. So while I'm over here, I'm actually going to turn on my humidifier because I just added some water to that. So I'm getting ready to turn that on, and that's just going to help me cool down and relax. And I have my door shut, so hopefully it just, you know, helps me in my room and my little space in here. So that's what I'm going to do to keep my chill, cozy vibes in this video. And then we're going to get into what are some of the things that I do to help me stay motivated, you know, especially when you're working from home, because I don't know, I feel like a lot of people want to work from home, but it can have its like bittersweet moments. So yeah, it has its pros and its cons, and sometimes for some people it's hard to do. Like some people, they will go out like to a library or a coffee shop to get some of their work done because they get tired of being at home. So yeah, I'm going to talk about some of the things that I do right after I turn on this humidifier. So let me scoot over here. I'm gonna turn this bad boy all the way up. Oh yeah. So that's going. I can see all of that. Yeah, I can feel that. So I'm glad for that. This will last me a good couple of hours. So let's see. Oh, y'all can't really see that much, so I'm gonna try to bring y'all over here, see if I can get it to show. Probably because I got a bunch of sunlight. Oh, y'all. Okay, but y'all see a little bit of it, right? Y'all see it. So if I turn it, you know, that's off and turn it back on, let y'all see that. But it's good air. It's good. It's good steam though. Well, really, this is the cool one. Okay guys, so now I got that on, my humidifier's on. This one, yeah, this one is a cool one. I need a hot one. Yeah, for Christmas, I'm gonna tell my mama, I need one of them hot ones that can blow off some heat and some steam, because that's a cool one. But that helps too, But so let's talk about how I stay motivated, right? I said I would start off as like focusing on it as my career. And so yeah, that is the main thing that I do. I focus on it as my career because this isn't just a regular job, honey. This is not just a regular job. Like, I don't have set hours or set pay or, you know, anything like that. And when you're in a field like that, when you're in something related to sales, it's a whole different ballgame. It's a whole different ballgame, especially being a real estate agent, because there's a lot of money. There's a lot of money involved in this career, in this ballgame, okay? Because I have to say, like, I have been in this industry for like 4 years, and I have spent around almost, I would say, like, I'm around like $5,000, you know, into this career. There's so many things that you have to pay for when you're in this field. So you know, you have your education, right? So you go to school, you know, do your real estate license to get your real estate license. So you have to school for that. So you have to pay for your schooling for that. And then you have to take the exams, and you have to pay when you take the exams. Then you get your license, so you have to pay for your license. And then, you know, you get into this field, and there's other things that you have to pay for. In terms of like your brokerage, we have to pay. Usually we have to pay the company that we are working for. That costs money. So it's like there's bills within this career. You know, most people have bills. Most people do not have bills for their job, but I have a bill for my job because I have to pay the people that I work for. And it's different costs for different, you know, companies, different brokerages. But mine is a virtual one, so ours really isn't that bad. It's not that high overall, like in general. But you know, even now I'm in a different department, so now I pay less money than what I was paying prior. But yeah, for a virtual brokerage, we pay for like the resources that we get, the online services that, you know, we have available. Like one of them is actually Canva. So we get Canva for free with my brokerage. So, you know, I'm not talking about, you know, the regular free accounts. I'm talking about the paid version. We get the paid version for free, you know, so we're not paying that monthly or annually. That's covered under, you know, whatever, you know, our payment and whatnot is. So, which now I pay $54. Yeah, that's something that I have to pay. That's one of the things. Canva is one of the things that it covers. So, that's beneficial. And there's some other things, some other resources as well. But, you know, the bottom line is it does cost money. Now, again, I do not pay as much money now as a referral agent as I would, or as I did as a regular real estate agent, because regular real estate agents need more things. They need more resources. And regular agents are typically a part of a local association, state association, and national association. I was a member of 3 different associations, and we have to pay for those. We pay annual fees for those. Now, the local ones, we have to pay a monthly fee as well. When I was a part of those associations, at the end of the year, I had to pay like $500-600 to maintain my memberships with all 3 of those. Well, not each, but all together it was like $500-600. But like for the local one, now I did have to pay an additional like $25 a month to for access to the certain things, the MLS. So that's like a platform that keeps up with all of the what's going on with all of the properties, what properties are, you know, on the market and being sold, what's out there, all those type of things. So there are a lot of costs when it comes to being a real estate agent, okay? But yeah, those costs, like I said, it is lower for me now, but those costs are one of the things that keep me motivated, because I have to think about, okay, how much money have I put into this? Like, I can't afford to stop because I've lost a lot of money. Well, I wouldn't say lost, but you know, I haven't gained all of it back yet. I've gained some of it back. Now, yeah, so I'm probably about maybe $1,000 or $2,000 short. It depends on where I am right now, because I honestly, I don't know. But I know I did a video like a year ago, and I was saying how much I spent, and it was really close between how much I spent and how much I made off of the first home that I sell. So it's, you know, yeah, the first home that I sold, it was really, really close. So yeah, right now I don't know exactly where I am in terms of how much I've spent on my career altogether. But yeah, last year it was around $4,000. If that was last year, or was that 2 years ago? I don't know how long ago I made that video, but yeah, around that time it was pretty close. So right now I shouldn't be too far off. So by the time, you know, I do another real estate deal, I should be caught up in terms of my expenses and my profit, you know. So but yeah, that's one of the things that keep me motivated. I got to pay attention to how much money has been going out versus what I got coming in. Which what I have going out is not a lot. It hasn't, you know, it hasn't been a whole lot of money, but at the same time, like, I know for sure what I got coming in, and you know, yeah. So, but I need it, you know, to be more on a consistent basis. So that's the main. I wouldn't say the main, but that's one of the things that keep me motivated. Paying attention to the money. Paying attention to the money. Okay, so another thing is my education, right? So my education learned. You do have to go to school for that. You know, real estate has its own type of schooling, you know, so you can get your real estate license. A special type of education you have to do. When you do like your exams, that is a in-person exam that you have to do. And so yeah, and then once you pass those exams, you can get your license. But you know, it doesn't end there. Depending on your state, that's going to determine how often you have to renew your license. So in my state in South Carolina, it's 2 years. Every 2 years I have to renew my license. So when I renew my license, again, I have to pay for that. I have to pay for the classes that I'm taking online, and I have to pay to renew my license. Once they accept the classes and whatnot that I took, I have to pay for that license. I have to pay for that. I don't even remember how much it costs, to be honest. Like, because again, you know, this happens every 2 years. So let me see, what year is it? This is 25. Yeah, it was this year. Okay, yeah, so it's every 2 years. So it depends on what year you got your license, whether it's going to be a, you know, an odd year or even year. So yeah, so really it's like it's every 2 years, the same as like is every other year. So I got my license in 21, so I renewed it in 23, and then again this year in 25, so I will renew it again in 27. So yeah, so that's pretty much how I have to go about it. But yeah, I have to pay for those classes. I believe the class was like $100 and something. I believe something like that. And then I don't know, I think maybe the license was probably like maybe $50 or something like that. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I know I know I gotta pay. I know it wasn't free. I know that much. Okay. So yeah, I do have to pay for my education as well. But you know, all of this, if I'm paying for this education, like you better know I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to pay attention to what's going on, because one, I paid for it, and two, you know, it's a part of my career. It's a part of what I need to know in my knowledge. You know, if everything doesn't stay the same, you know, in this real estate field, rules change all the time, laws change all the time. So yeah, we have to renew our license, and we have to, you know, do this continuing education to make sure that we're up to date on everything that's going on, all of the rules, especially state-wise. Because when we get our license, we are licensed by state. Again, you can be licensed in more than one state, but you know, just know when it comes to renewing, you have to renew it in more than one state, you know, as well. So keep that in mind. But yeah, it's a lot of information that I have to keep up with and know, and so that's one of the things that, you know, keep me motivated, because it's like this is something that I kind of like I'm still going to school for, you know. So yeah, that's another thing that keeps me motivated, having to do this continuing education and have to continuously renew my license. Like, you know, this is one of the things that keep me motivated, because I feel like, yeah, I'm serious about this. Because yeah, now when I was younger, I used to love school, but like as I got older, I was like, you know, when you come into the real world, it's like certain things that you have to know, you know, based on what you want to do with your life, you know, based on what you want your career to be. So when you go into like college, right, college has like 11 different things going on, to be honest. You have like, you know, you still got to take your math, your science, your social studies, your English classes, and then you get into what you're actually supposed to be in there for. And so me, I ain't had time for that. I didn't have the patience. I ain't had time for that. So I did not stay in college, because it's like, no, I ain't got time for all that. I need to learn what I need to learn so I can get up out of here. And so for me, I didn't need that degree anyway, because I wasn't, you know, planning on going into a field where I would, you know, really need it. Because in real estate, you don't need a degree for real estate. You really just need your license. Now, if you have a degree in something, you know, closer related to real estate, then that's good. You know, obviously it can be beneficial, but it's not a necessity. You know, you don't need it to be a real estate agent. But the fact that I am doing my continuing education for real estate, you know, that tells me that I'm serious about this, because I'm taking the time to make sure that I'm still knowledgeable in this area and in this field. So that's that. And then another thing is like time. The time I've spent away from real estate, there's so many things that's took me away from this field. Like, I've been licensed for 4 years, yes, but I have not been practicing that whole entire time. Like only the first year, like the first couple of months, I was really active. Like, I sold a house. Let me see, I got my license when September 10th of 2021. And so let me see, when I put the house on the market, I believe that was in December of that year, so of 21. So December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, so April was when it sold, I believe. So yeah, that's about 5 months that I was like really active in real estate. And then after that, I went back to college, which I never should have done. But yeah, I decided to go back to college, and yeah, I couldn't do it. It wasn't going to work, because the schedule that I made was not, you know, the schedule that, it didn't stay that schedule. My schedule was supposed to be, I had classes set for Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay, so I was supposed to have Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays for real estate. That was my plan. That was my goal. Well, one of the professors changed their class to Tuesday. So I'm like, all right, that's not too bad. You know, it's only one class. I can just do my real estate around that. And then one of the classes that I had, we had like this big group project. And so we had to, like, you know, do things and see each other outside of class, which was taking up more time. And we ended up having to do our meetings like every Thursday. And so after that happened, I was like, yeah, no, this isn't going to work. I can't balance my real estate career with the school stuff. I can't do it. So I dropped school. And after I dropped school, I had to go back to like working a regular job, a 9-to-5 job. So I worked for the Home Depot for a while, for a couple of months, and about 5 months or so. And yeah, so when I was working there, like I wasn't doing real estate because my schedule again was all over the place. You know, I was working weekdays and weekends, you know, so I'm working like 5 days a week. And then some days I was opening, some days I was closing, some days I have 4-hour shifts, some days I have 8-hour shifts, and you know, so it was just all over the place. I'm like, no, can't run a business like that either. So, you know, between school and working, like I could not do my real estate stuff. So you know, now that's one of the biggest things that keep me motivated, because it's like now I have my freedom, I have my time back. So it's like now all the time that I have, I can finally put into my real estate career because of all the schoolwork and education I've had to do, all the money that I've put in. Now I have my time where I can finally put back into this, you know, career, what I've been trying to do the whole time. But you know, all of this stuff has been affecting me over the past 3 years. Like I said, the first year I was okay. The first like the first couple of months of the first year, I was actually doing real estate related things. But after that, like, no, I wasn't doing nothing until now. So, but like I said, my license was still renewed. I still renewed my license in 23, even though I wasn't able to do anything, you know, towards it, because I was working at the time at the Home Depot. So, but I still did my continuing education. I still renewed my license, even though I wasn't actively doing anything real estate related. I still put my money on it. I still, you know, I'm like, yeah, this ain't, I'm gonna come back to it eventually. This ain't over. So those are some of the biggest things that keep me motivated right there. So that's, you know, just looking at it as my career, which it is. But now, really quick, I want to talk to you guys about, you know, how I implement it in my personal brand, because so I work with, you know, houses, buying, selling, renting too, but you know, I work with houses overall. So some of the things that I do now for my personal brand, I was looking to do something different, something that would, you know, combine them and bring them together, because, you know, I didn't want to be doing like a bunch of girly girl videos over here and professional videos over there. So I'm like, okay, how can I combine them? So the way that I've finally made that happen was, okay, so I have my real estate channel, right? I have a separate real estate YouTube channel, and I have my other real estate platforms account. I have Instagram account, TikTok, Pinterest, Facebook, a bunch of other stuff as well. And so on those accounts, I focus on, you know, the more basic real estate stuff, you know, tips and tricks for buyers and sellers, things about me and my real estate journey, all those type of things, and things that are more specific to real estate as a whole, you know, the process of buying, selling, renting, all those type of things I got over there on those pages. But over here, what I do is I like to make things more homey and more comfortable, more cozy, especially now because it is fall. It's currently, for me at the time of this recording, it is towards the end of October. This will come out the end of November actually. So but yeah, you know, because it's getting cooler, I don't know, earlier it was cool, but now it's hot. But the sun is shining, it's beaming up in my room, and it got up in here hot. But overall, it is getting cooler. Yesterday I went out, I had on my UGG boots. I was so glad for that. But yeah, the videos that I'm doing now, I'm trying to make them more, you know, related to home, because one, I already work in the real estate industry, but two, I want to do, again, I wanted something that could kind of blend with my career. So for my personal brand, now I do all of these different home videos, you know, kind of demonstrating how you can make yourself more comfortable at home, because I am a homebody. I'm home all the time. I work from home, you know, so I run this real estate service from home. And so there's not many places that I go or, you know, that I'm at other than home. So it's like, it just kind of fits the vibe for me to do more home videos. So I got homebody, I got homegirl, I got work from home, those type of vibes, home helper as well, since I, again, do work in the real estate field. So those are some of the things that keep me motivated, because it's like, okay, now everything that I'm doing now kind of relates to houses and homes. Even though I'm not out and about, I'm not, you know, doing what I used to do as a regular real estate agent, which is, you know, seeing these properties and stuff like that, you know. Yeah, I'm not out and about, I'm home, but like I still can talk about it. Like that's all I do, that's all I show. So I've been doing a lot of more like homebody type of themes and stuff now. So I've been like, you know, trying to keep every video, I try to do something comfy, something cozy. So in this one, I turned on my humidifier. Other ones, I've light my candle, or I may put on a certain like background on my TV. So sometimes, yeah, I'll just go on YouTube, put on a beach video, put on something fall related, you know, with pumpkins and stuff, coffee shops, you know, things like that, things that bring, you know, warmth and soft settings, those type of things. So I know not the next video, but one video I am going to be doing like a Now that's going to be a short one, so that's going to be on my YouTube short, but I know I'm supposed to be doing like this cozy corner video, so I don't know. I don't remember when that's supposed to come out. That may come out before this video, it may come out after. Matter of fact, let me see. But oh no, it's too much. I ain't gonna be able to find that because I got so much stuff for the next month. It's ridiculous, y'all. Look at my schedule. That y'all seeing this, it is full. I am booked on content for next month. That's why I'm, you know, trying to get most of it done and out of the way. I'm trying to get all of it out of the way before October ends so that I can just have to edit and schedule next month. But yes, you guys, I have so much to do, again, for this channel and for my real estate channel, because that's what it shows. So only the purple and pink is for this channel, okay? The yellow and the blue is for my real estate channel. So yes, I got 50-11 things to do. But, you know, I just keeping all of this stuff like together and organized and combined, knowing that all of these posts that I'm making has something to do with my house. That's something that keeps me motivated, because it's like, okay, I know I can do that. Like, I don't have to go out nowhere. I don't have to go and worry about if there's too much people, or if it's too noisy at a coffee shop, or if it's, you know, I don't know. You know, I don't have to worry about that type of stuff. I just got to worry about, okay, my environment, keeping everything nice, neat, and clean in my house, between my kitchen, my bedroom, and my living room, because those are the 3 areas that I film in. Again, when it comes to my real estate videos, I do not film those in my bedroom because I got so much purple and stuff going on. So I film those in my kitchen and my living room. But those are how I stay motivated, you guys. Like, I know I gotta keep going. I gotta keep pushing. Because, like, at this point, like, there's no other way. There's no other way. Like, I mean, there are other ways, but, like, see, I'm looking at this long term. I'm not looking to just get a job just to be making money right now, because jobs right now don't get people so far, depending on, you know, what field you are in. Now, if you're talking like I'm talking about regular little 9-to-5 jobs, like retail and fast food, baby, that type of money ain't getting you nowhere. Like, I couldn't do it. Not anymore. Not for the type of life that I'm trying to live. You know, that all that could do for me now is pay my bills. And that's not what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm trying to do things beyond just paying my bills, you know? Like, I'm trying to save for certain things, you know, in my future and whatnot. Do certain things in my future, you know, go out and travel. And, you know, it's just, you just can't do that. You just can't do that now. Not with the money. Because, I mean, let me tell you something. Minimum wage in my state for South Carolina is still $7.25 at the time of this recording. That's October 21st of 2025. Matter of fact, let me make sure. Let me double check. Still $7.25. Still $7.25. And I tell you, last year, or was that the beginning of this year? I don't know. Between last year and the beginning of this year, I saw a job in my city that was really $8. $8. So they still going off of this. And they think that because it's more than $7.25, that's still a good deal. What the heck are you gonna do with $8 an hour in this economy when stuff is high as all get out? Like, $8 an hour. You know what that would do for me? $8 an hour. I could work a whole day, come back the next day, and spend what I made the day before on my lunch break. Like, for real. Honestly. Especially if they taking tax out of that, which I feel like they shouldn't even take tax out of that, because, I mean, what the heck is there, you know, for them to take? But, you know, that's just the world we are living in today. So it's like, you know, that's another motivation for me, because you gotta do better. You know, you gotta do something different. You gotta step outside your comfort zone, because how could you be comfortable in this? I can't be comfortable in that. I can't be comfortable in that price range. Like, you can't be comfortable in that price range. Like, that's only enough money. I don't even know if that would pay my bills, to be honest with you. Like, honestly, like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So those are some of the things that, you know, some of the things I look at when it's time for me to be motivated, because I can't. Things are different now, and so you got to be different. You know, that's how I look at it now. I got to be different. I got to do something different, because the norm ain't cutting it. Regular jobs, it just ain't gonna cut it for me no more. So I gotta do something different. I gotta do what I gotta do. Again, now I do like working at home, because I am naturally a homebody, and so you know, that's nothing new to me. I've always loved to be home. I've been an introvert, so you know, it's nothing new, nothing major. But now it's like, yeah, I really gotta keep it pushing, keep it going. So that's what I'm focused on. That's what I'm doing now. All I can do is keep moving, you know, until I see the results that I want to see. Because right now the biggest results that I'm seeing from it is more like just growing on social media, because I'm not working with clients yet. And honestly, like, I'm not even trying to get clients right at this moment, because I'm trying to get everything up and running, trying to get this business on autopilot, which means I got to film all these videos, get them ready for next month, so that while these videos are coming out, I can actually use my time, instead of filming all these videos next month, is to go ahead and get them done now, so that when next month come, I can start working with, you know, looking to work with clients and really start networking and getting people ready for my clients. Because when it comes to my clients, I need agents, you know, on standby. I need lenders on standby for buyers. I need people who can do credit repairs on standby, you know. So that's what I'm trying to work on next month, is try to network with as much people as I can. I do have one lender now. I've worked with him before, so, you know, I kind of know him a little bit more, you know, like personally. So I have been already kind of starting that, but right now I got to get all of this content and stuff done, and, you know, once I start working with these clients and making these deals happen, then the money can start rolling in. But right now I'm just trying to grow, you know, put out as much content as I can, grow my social media presence, because this is how I will get clients, and this is how I will make connections within the real estate field. So those are the things that I'm doing to keep me motivated. So I thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.